Well, hello peeps, it's been a little bit. Today we got a little Enhancement Shaman rant / discussion. We got some eye candy in the back as usual. So I will be focusing only on the changes affecting Enhance and, you know, talking in, how would you say, in the mode of how it's gonna affect Enhance. The rest of specific stuff I just don't feel comfortable talking about. I don't play healers, so like, I don't feel comfortable telling you guys, oh, it's gonna do this. No, it's not. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Feel free to pause if you want to read for yourself. So here are the changes. You can pause and read them kind of, you know, specifically if you want to see everything, but I'll be reading them and then talking, of course, about the change. So first things first, Earth Elemental is getting kind of changed. It's not gonna taunt enemies anymore that you're kind of, obviously, not in combat with. It's not gonna taunt off tanks. It's, I think, more of an improvement for Elemental and PvE, of course. It's not a PvP change. Astral Shift duration increased to 12 seconds, was 8 seconds. I kinda am iffy about this change. I don't understand it. You're definitely taking Plains Traveler or Astral Bulwark, and now Plains Traveler is, I wouldn't say nerfed, but you don't have like the other part of it. How would you say? You don't get the increased duration, you only get the reduced cooldown. And Astral Bulwark now reduces more damage taken by an additional 20%. Sorry, not additional 5%, overall 20%. So the issue is kind of, I just don't feel like this is, like, I don't feel like it changes anything, right? If you're playing versus a team that doesn't like kill you 100% in that kind of burst window, you're probably going for Plains Traveler, right? And if you're going versus a team that's gonna murk you through your, you know, cooldowns and stuff, then you're going for Astral Bulwark. So I just feel like it's kind of a non-change to some degree. Like you can maybe skip the talent. Improved Lightning Bolt removed, and Lightning Bolt damage increased by 20% for all specialization. These are two separate things, but I put them together because they are pretty much together. I don't understand why you ever had this talent improved Lightning Bolt. I think whoever put it in the talent tree was just, I don't know, messing, like that was just a mistake. Like, why would you even have that talent in the first place? Go with the Flow now reduces the cooldown of Spirit Walk by 10 and 20 seconds. Was 7 and 15 seconds. Okay, it's a decent, how would you say, decent thing, but I will talk about the overall stuff a little bit later, where I express why I think these things are just right now not benefiting Enhanced. Thunderous Pause can now trigger once every 20 seconds. You might actually take this talent now finally, because with the 60 seconds like cooldown, it was just basically like, I don't know, really rare that you get a good usage out of it. Poison Cleansing Totem now removes all poison effects from the target. Was one. Why wasn't this again from the start like this? Like what was the point of this totem even? Like, Enfeeblement now applies during Hex and lasts for 6 seconds after Hex ends. I don't know why they didn't just put something else to remove this talent. This talent is, I mean, useless. When you hex somebody, like, do you care if they're slowed by another 70%? Like, you're not hexing them so they are staying in place. You're hexing them so they are not casting, you know, doing stuff. So I just don't understand. Like, I think it's a really just a stupid idea for a talent. I feel like they got it from that, like mages used to have, like when you get out of their CC, you'd get slowed down. It was like, I can't remember, was it like a talent or like a conduit, but like, it's just, I don't know, it just feels unnecessary thing. Like, you just change this talent completely or remove it. Like, no point trying to buff something that's like useless. Ancestral Wolf Affinity has moved to the class tree and removed from all specialization trees. Oh my god. Why was this? Like, if you put something that's in all 3 specializations, why is that not on the Shaman tree or the class tree? Like, why was that ever in the specialization trees? Now, this is like straight up like nerf to Enhance. Focused Insight has moved to the Enhancement and Elemental specialization trees in place of Ancestral Wolf Affinity. Now, if you don't know, Ancestral Wolf Affinity sits on the same node point as Refreshing Waters, which increases your healing surge on yourself. So basically, this is a straight up nerf to Enhance. You're not able to get Focused Insight and Refreshing Waters together. So this is a straight up, like, unironically a nerf to Enhance. Your healing is less. You're not gonna have those lay on hand style big heals without Focused Insight, and you're not gonna have it without Refreshing Water. Another nerf, straight up, Swirling Currents have been redesigned, increases the healing done by Healing Stream Totem and Cloud Burst Totem by 10 and 20%. Again, this is a straight up nerf. to enhance. Like swirling currents was pretty big if you went for like a more healing, you know, oriented build. It was pretty good defense. I just feel like these are, I don't know, overall just kind of nerf. Yeah. Okay, so several talents have been moved into class 3. I'm not gonna go over all of them and where they have been placed, but this is overall really good changes. I think, how would I say this the best? They're really good changes because you have a lot more options and you're not kind of forced into taking these talents that were not really good. And certain talents that should have been like deeper in the trees are now deeper, and certain talents that should have been more, you know, easier to attain are now easier to attain. So overall really good changes for the shaman. But here are a few things I feel like that we have to talk about. And the first thing and the main problem I think that's not being addressed is that right now enhancement and elemental are still being treated, how would I say, being balanced the same as though they're the same kind of specialization. One is range and one is melee. And as of right now, elemental is still, I think, a bit more tankier than enhanced. Like, unironically has 5% more damage reduction with the talent that enhanced doesn't have. So, as long as we are having this mental block in Blizzard, where they don't understand that they can't have a range specialization be more tankier and more mobile than the melee version of that specialization, like, as long as they have that mental block, I think Shaman is gonna be, you know, Enhancement Shamans are just gonna be in a bad position. Because we're never gonna get that little bit of design that we need. Like, one of the changes that I was really angry to not see here is, like, Feral Lunge. Feral Lunge is the worst gap closing ability, I think, in the game. Like, the worst charge, however you wanna call it. 30-second cooldown, same range as a charge, doesn't do shit. Like, it doesn't do damage, doesn't do... Like, you just get to the target. Like, it doesn't do actually any effect. Like, every other class has some kind of an effect on their gap closer, on their charge style ability. The warrior can also go for a talent and make his charge do a lot more damage as well. Like, actually do some decent damage. So, to me, it's just insane that, like, they don't, like, do any kind of changes regarding this. Like, this is something that needs to be, like, addressed. Like, the Feral Lunge needs to do something. Like, it actually needs just to do something. When you jump to the target, if you're gonna jump to the target for a 30-second cooldown, that 30-second cooldown better give me something to how would you say, either stay in target or do some damage. Right now, it's the worst gap closing ability, I think, by far, as far as the charge style abilities go. Every other class that has also, like, Survival Hunter, for example, actually deals with one of his charges, deals decent damage. With the other charge, he roots you in place. So why can't Enhance get something like that? Like, it's absolutely insane to me, and it's always gonna be a problem, how do you say, as long as they're balancing Enhance and Elemental the same way. It's just not gonna be, how would you say, good. Again, no tankiness to Enhance. Specifically, overall, I think tankiness has been improved, but, like, no actual tankiness towards Enhance. Like, these all changes are not gonna benefit Enhance. Same with the mobility change. Like, Go with the Flow now reduces the cooldown of Spirit's Walk by 10 and 20 seconds. It was 7.5 and 15 seconds. But this is a problem. I don't see Enhance having a 30 seconds reduction, right? It's gonna be the same for Enhance and Elemental, and that's just not gonna be ever okay. Thunder's Pause as well. Like, again, you can't have a range spec be the same mobility as the melee spec of that same class. Like, you just can't have that. Like, as long as you have that, Enhance is just worse. And this is one thing that I've realized, right? As long as they don't fix these, how would I say, fix these design flaws, if Enhancement and Elemental do the same damage, Elemental is better. Simply better, because Elemental is tankier, Elemental is range, Elemental has CC that you don't have, can stun you with the Earth Elemental and stuff, can actually use Lightning Lasso in a good way, right? So, as long as they don't, like, are not willing to change these things, we are gonna be in a problem. We are always gonna be in a problem where Enhance, if Enhance is not doing more damage, it's just gonna be worse. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little video. If you have your own opinions on how you think Enhance and Elemental should be differentiated, I would really like to hear your opinions, because I think right now I'm the only person who I've seen express this specifically, right? That as long as Enhance is being forced into Elemental's mobility and Elemental's tankiness, it's gonna be the worst. It's gonna just be the worst specialization of the two. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things the YouTuber wants you to do, and have a nice day.